Alright, timestamp. It is 8/20, August 20th, 2025. Sorry, remembering the date and unlocking the door became way too complicated to do all at the same time. It's about 10:30 in the morning. I've been up for many hours. I've been working, trying to get some stuff done here and there. Dishes, laundry, all the fancy stuff, you know. Okay. Scrappy is very clearly bunny hunting right now. I'm just going to walk this way. Trip's great. Over there, little bunny, big bunny. So yeah, Trip's grave is over there. I just had a really little baby bunny basically run almost over my foot. Oh my god, Scrappy. He's under the cart. I don't know if I'm getting him or not, if you can see him down there. Just a little guy. The bright side is he went right past Scrappy. And Scrappy went, huh? And then Scrappy jumped into that mess. Which I think there probably is a burrow in there of some sort. Bunnies and burrows, right? Okay, you're going to pee right there. That's pretty rude on their porch. Yeah, doing laundry, doing dishes. I got living room isn't done, but I got all of my debris stuff under control to where my toys, my clothes, what clothes I keep in the living room, blankets. Bunny! Whoa! Yeah, run around the Volkswagen. You're doing great. I really do hope the games continue, which is to say I wish the bunnies well because, number one, I don't want any harm to come to them, and number two, man, this is funny. But yeah, like I've got books, DVDs, got some, something Pix got me into years ago was coloring for de-stressing. Got some sketch pads because I do actually draw. Just trying to keep my almost an apartment in the living room and out of everybody else's way. Just kind of from the couch to the wall is my flat. I guess they have them in Japan. Reminds me of like some. There's like I don't know what they're called. If anybody else does, feel free to comment. There are like hotels in Japan, especially I guess in Tokyo, where it's almost kind of a closet. The floor is basically a mattress, and you've got an entertainment system kind of built into the wall. So you, at any point, you're walking or kneeling or sitting on your bed. There's no actual carpet. Basically, the mattress is the floor of the hotel room. And it almost reminds me of like the morgue, where you like have the tray where the dead body, you roll it out, you see it in TV shows, movies all the time. But it's like that, but you climb in it and it's the size of a bed. But that's kind of my living room, got everything right there. And I'm okay with that. I'm actually pretty easy. Between that and my computer on the bar, I'm good. I'm good. But yeah, no, I don't really have the room to sprawl here. There's too much competition for space. That's okay. That's okay. I'm going to try and continue. I don't know if Pix is coming over today or not. When we parted last eve, they'd been doing, she and both kids had been attacking the jungle that is the yard or garden at George Station, and it is, when it's out of control, it's terrifying. They were working on it all day, so she knew that she was kind of wrecked last night and she might be wrecked today. So she told me, when we were parting, it was that whole, I might take tomorrow off. And I told her it was, absolutely fine. As long as we're making progress, I don't care. I'm not an ogre, I'm not a jerk. If we take an entire week off, unless somebody's ill, that's, I don't want to sound boss-like, but that is when it gets into unacceptable, because we've got to get the stuff done. The object of the game is to keep it under 2 years, You take a week off, 2 years is a guarantee, and we might be heading towards 3. I don't have everything drafted out because there's just too many variables to do that. I don't think that's poor planning. I think attempting to micromanage this entire endeavor would be foolish, because it's going to be nothing but heartache and disappointment. You catch all 14 bunnies? You good? We good? He's just jogging around the shed, kind of. I hope that baby bunny moves somewhere more secluded. Alright, Scrap, we're going in, buddy. I know there's a baby bunny in that area. So we're going to go this way. Hey, bud. You get some good exercise in there? Playing the part of Farmer McGregor? Yeah. You're in my spot, you know that, right? I have a tuxedo cat sitting on the bar. Right where my place is. That's my jackass. Cookie. It was right in your mouth, man. I'm not a sports guy, but on that one, you can't blame the quarterback. That was a receiver missing a pass right in their hands. Hex, I'm absolutely gonna need you to move. Yeah, you're my guy. Okay. We're gonna do hugs? Okay. Yeah. You're my jackass, I know. I love this cat. Come on. Come on. No, you can't do the whole, okay, I'm jumping down. Oops, like. You want to go around? You can go around. I'll let you sit on the bar on the other side, but I gotta be... No. Pick one. Thank you. Scrappy, let him pass. Scrappy's beating that guy. Health-wise, I feel decent-ish. Really trying to cut back on my smoking, so I'm a little... And also... But I have had... And again, I've mentioned this before, I don't even know sometimes where the stress, panic attacks end and the emphysema begins. You know what I mean? Because I got so much other crap, and I know everyone has crap. I'm aware of that. This is a little bit more than normal, I think, though. My wife has... Okay, so my wife is addicted to those little peppermint sticks. The, like, kind of fluffy ones. And she loves the peppermint balls or whatever, the Red Bird, those guys. And she carries them in her purse sometimes. And the other day, her purse got attacked by those little sugar ants, those little black ants that go from 0 to warp 6 in no particular direction. If you know the ones I'm talking about, they're like really, really fast, and they move around with the precision of a crack addict. So she put her purse on the bar, and 50 of those things decided to relocate, and I'm hoping they're not like already, reproducing. I don't know how quickly it takes them to get started with a colony. I just see one right there now. I've been killing those things for the past 48, and she started to put her purse down on the bar again yesterday. I'm like, don't do that. Don't do that. And she kind of gave me a look like, I'm like, look, you're putting an ant-infested bag on a surface where Tiny and I eat, and I do my admin work. I'm not asking a lot. You would be mad if I put down a box full of cockroaches on your pillow, right? Well, let's put it in perspective here, Don't do what you're doing right now. Put it somewhere else. Until you get your ant situation taken care of, do not put that on the bar. Because I love you, and it's a Nevermore Academy purse. It's really quite cool. I'll throw it across the room. Because you may as well dump a handful of ants on my dinner. That's the way I see it. And she's like, alright, fine. I'll clean it out again. It's like, well, yeah, do that. There's a solution to that, and that's don't carry candy in a ripped open bag in your purse, because it comes in like a twisty bag and you open it and it's pretty exposed. Transfer it to a Ziploc or something that'll keep them out, because right now you're breeding ants in your purse. That would make me nuts, and I would absolutely take steps. I don't know how she is able to be like, well, I dump it out, and it's like, I don't know. I'm ranting, I know. But, my God. I see two moving across the bar currently with no real understanding of a destination. Kind of like when you give a 2-year-old a whole lot of sugar and a really big, like, playground to play on. The way they move about it. That's how these guys are. So I gotta transfer the last of the stuff from the washer to the dryer. I just emptied the dishwasher. I gotta get those guys pre-rinsed, get them in, and then back to the living room, I think. Janus had his drugs at 4 a.m., which I had one on me. Hate these things. I'm not scared of them, they just really annoy the piss out of me. So yeah, he'll be coming up on meds around 4 p.m. Pix hasn't gotten a hold of me at all, and it's coming up on 11. So I'm thinking she's taking the day off. It's a good chance. And that's fine. Totally cool. Not because of my anti-ant platform. Although, but I could tell yesterday she was feeling it. And when she comes over next, we're going to be got a couple errands to run. I got to go to the bank, move some money around and stuff. Trying to think. I don't think I have any other stops that must be made. I think that's it. Yeah, I think so. Here in a bit, I've got got my Walmart order, and I actually got some of the chicken. They had the drumsticks, they had the boneless thigh pack, so I can actually, I had assembled 2 of those, like, ready meal packs, but I had to stop because my drumstick order didn't happen. I got like 2 or 3 of the, like, fistful of thigh meat in bags ready, waiting on drumsticks to be added for meal deal kind of thing. If you know what I'm talking about, cool. But they didn't have the drumsticks. The past 2 orders that I've done, it was, we don't have it in stock, so I was able to get 2 bags this morning, like $10-11 for, I think they're 6-pound bags, so 12 pounds of chicken. Drumsticks, so I mean there is bone in, but I can make that work. 4 or 5 per bag. I got a plan. So, gotta prep those. I've got 1 bag of chopped. It's probably about 1.5 pounds. And I got a whole lot of good veg in there. So I'm gonna do like just a basic, like, fried skillet with olive oil, fry up the veg, fry up the chicken. Tiny used up the last of the rice that I'd made, so I'll make another, like, probably 2 cups of rice. Nice skillety chicken veg over rice. It's a fine meal. But simple, but yummy. And all the right vitamins. Determined to quit smoking and just eating well. Still on a budget, but eating well, because you can. Janus looks like he's doing pretty good. He's just chilling like a normal cat, right? He pressed his face against my hand again when he was sniffing me last night, so that kind of stuff's encouraging. Like, okay, you're interested in us being friends. That's cool. I like him. I don't have any burning need to say anything else this second. Just watching Doctor Who stuff, and not really watching, but kind of listening to in the background. I just watched / listened to Terminus, not on Roku, on Doctor Who Classics on YouTube. It's a Doctor Who channel. They've actually got entire episodes. I don't think they have everything uploaded at this moment, but they've got some serious greatest hits. Some good stuff. I had it running on my computer. And on a humorous note, the Garm, which kind of a big red-eyed dog wolf looking creature, came on the screen. Scrappy about stopped in his tracks and was staring at my monitor the whole time. Hilarious. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it here. I really don't think he knew what to think about that. Make it a great day.